Welcome back for minute 50 of Dr. No. I'm Brian. And this is the podcast that takes the longest running, most suave, debonair spy franchise there is and shakes it out one glorious minute at a time, never stirred, because this is Bond. And Christian, what happened in this minute? And before that, what was the thing you said at the end of the minute? Woohoo! It's a coping mechanism. And if you want to see some extra special features, go over to the Patreon, pledge even just a buckaroo, and we're going to have other things behind the scenes, like we're going to be looking at this article that talks about how Dr. No affected the entire landscape of the film industry, and we'll also be looking at 1-star reviews for Dr. No and laugh about them. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Go over there and check it out. He swerved. He swerved into oncoming traffic at one point. Hey, it's actually convenient that they drive on the left side of the road because he just got to take his car direct from the UK and didn't have to worry about it because he's used to that. He didn't have to go to the US and learn how to drive on the right side, have the steering wheel on the left, all that nonsense. I believe it might be rear projection, where they have a screen behind him and then they use a projector. I mean, they did, though. They did. I mean, when he was with that double agent guy, they were able to film him in the back seat, real and normal. But, hey. Yeah, you might. Yeah, you're right. I was loving that because it came in around the dirt road, right? And I was actually like, this is a tiny car for Bond. Yeah. I thought it was actually a little... It made him look really big inside a tiny car. I don't know why. Yeah. But what was the thing that made you say, damn it, what happened? Who may have... Was there a police officer with a speed camera? Yeah, that was at also the 54th second, and that car is not hidden well. It also looks like the hearse kind of thing that the Three Blind Mice, their getaway driver, had. I mean, but that's literally the car that was the getaway vehicle for the Three Blind Mice when they killed Strangways. And also another thing, well, two things. One, at 29 seconds, he's going past like a coal plant that kind of looks like a concentration camp in itself with like some of the higher up perches or whatever. But then before that, I was just laughing at the fade from her to his car because it's like the days before Google Maps and Waze. Woof. How could you even survive as a... Yeah. And I was great at reading a paper map back in the day when I would go on road trips with my mom. But then I remember even MapQuest. I remember MapQuest being a pain because I would have to keep paying attention to the instructions, maybe print them out. And if I screwed up, I'd have to get off and find an address to make a new starting address. But anything else for this minute? All right. So he's definitely going to be... My camera might die at any second. He's definitely going to get ambushed. I think he will end up... The way he'll win is that he'll drive that car off a cliff. That's... No, not himself. That other car with the 3 blind mice. I think if they were going to have an oil slick, they would have had a Q branch thing in the beginning of the movie. But what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? I think they'll start shooting. If it was a more modern movie, I would think one of the people in the car would jump over to his car and they'd have a little fight in there. But not in this movie. All right, my camera might die at any second, so I'm just going to say, if you want those extra things like us breaking down articles and laughing at 1-star reviews, go over to Patreon to see those early. They will eventually be released after we're done breaking it down this minute, but if you want to see them a little early, throw as little as $1 in, and you'll get special features like that for all the podcast, not just this one. Follow the minutes on Instagram at BondMinuteBond. Wherever you're listening or watching, go over to Apple Podcasts, leave a rating or review, because we will be eating one huge spoon of cereal with Red Stripe as our milk, and we need at least 5 of those to take on that challenge, but there's no limit to how many scoops or spoonfuls we'll eat of that nastiness. And if you're on video, like, subscribe, and check out the other Minute podcast. That's it. Let's finish this outro. What's your name, sir? My name is Brian. Every penny of it. And the camera didn't die. Huzzah!